Seekers. Happy new moon in Aries. It is Monday, and so the new moon was this weekend. However, the energy is still here, of course. So yeah, I've been doing my best to try to reconnect with you all. But obviously I have bigger things going on. I'm now a mother of two. So I had my second baby boy on the 19th of March. So I'm just getting adjusted to everything, but it really is good to be back. Today we're using inversion tarot. I got this shortly after I gave birth. So I'm excited to be using a new deck with you guys today. Yeah, this is a new moon collective reading. I also have a love reading that I'm going to be doing shortly for you as well. I've been dying to get these readings out, so now that I have time while the babies are asleep, let's see what we have for this new moon energy. What's in the energy for us as a collective for this new moon? New moon in Aries. Six of Swords. I'm gonna let it come back. New moon in Aries energy. The Hermit comes out in reverse. I don't know why I just heard no more lies. Someone could be feeling pressured into being someone that they're not, or living in a way that you don't align with. Okay, if this is you, you may feel like you don't align with a lot of things that are trying to convince you otherwise. People around you keeping you stuck. Very similar messages that we've had for a while now. But I feel like there's some light that turns on. It's like the more introspective, Two of Cups comes out, the more introspective that you become when it comes to, I heard solidarity. But when it comes to your life, how you want your life to look, okay? The colors that you want to use in your palette, everything starts with you. I'm getting something about copycat, someone looking at what you do, trying to follow it, someone wanting things to be the same when it comes to them and the next person. The Hangman in reverse. I really feel like someone is clear on possible decisions that may need to be made when it comes to the future. A lot of change is coming up. So I feel like there's decisions that are being made. Things are about to look different for someone. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Someone could be going solo. Someone is becoming a minimalist in some way. Someone's realizing they don't need all this baggage. Someone's learning that they could have been holding on to a lot of baggage, that they thought they needed to keep the resources that they had close to them. And now it's like you or someone around you is realizing this, you're just holding on to a lot more burdens that are actually internal, and what you're holding on to physically, it's representing that, it's reflecting that, but it has nothing to do with where you're going, Seekers. Where you're going, it doesn't call for you to take all this shit with you. It doesn't call for you to take all these belongings of yours that you think you need to still hold on to. There's something about surrendering to what you can't control anymore, and believing in a different outcome, believing that the outcome that you can create through doing less or going in a different direction, it may be what's needed. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So let me tap in really quick and line these up. Someone is falling in love with their self, or it's like this is what you could be coming into, this energy. If you're not entirely feeling that yet, it's probably because you feel like you've been fighting so much to be understood. And as you're letting go of all this, as you're understanding, it calls for you to work on a lot of things on your own. And it may mean that you have to walk away from a lot of things, and you have to walk away from a lot of people. You come to realize, you see, you're gaining clarity in what wasn't true and what didn't align with you. And I think that's opening up something bigger for you, where you realize a lot of the things that you thought you couldn't do, the things, the feelings that you thought you couldn't tap into, and what you could transmute, you can. You actually can. And it doesn't call for so much validation or all the whispers that you may hear around you. It really just calls for you to look inward. And now as you do that, I feel like you get rerouted in some way to where you have more opportunities at your feet. You start to look at these possible opportunities as like, I can do this. I can make this look however I want. I can achieve this if I go this route, if I make this decision, if I go in this direction. I feel like I'm gonna win. 3 of Cups comes out. And remember, we have 2 of Cups here as well. Someone could be entering a new partnership. Someone had to really like contemplate on what, I'm just getting decisions, because I really feel like these next few months are about to look so different for you, and it calls for you to make movement now, but it's more so internally. It's like what the blueprint of everything could look like. You're trying to map that out in the best way possible, so that once you actually apply action, it can look similar to what it is that you're trying to achieve. Even though you don't know what things are going to look like, you have an idea that you could have some type of peace of mind, because it has to work. It's like I'm hearing you say like, this has to be it. This is what I've been dreaming of. This is what I've been hoping for. This is what I've been longing for. This is what I've been working on. This is what I've been working my hardest on, And so it's the direction you're going in. It's not necessarily about how, that it can't look exactly how you may want it to look. And so you've already given up on, you let that go. Your understanding of that. You're just trying to get your foot in the door, seekers. That's the most of it that you're trying to do. Get your foot in the door. The rest will come to you, and the rest you can continue to create on your own, however that's meant to look. But something called for you had to strip away a lot. It feels like someone had to strip away a lot. Someone's bare, someone's naked, and someone feels actually content in that. Even if you may feel numb, wow, the Devil just came out. Even if you feel numb when it comes to the boundaries that you had to set, the people that you had to let go of, the things that you have to say that really felt, it felt so, you felt naked doing it all. It felt uncomfortable having to stand your ground in certain settings, in certain environments, but it was so called for you to do. I'm seeing you, it's like everywhere you've been, in every situation, in every room, you had to lay it down the same way for everyone. So everyone had an understanding of, when you walk in, this is what you expect. This is what you're not going to tolerate. It's something like that. And there could be something that you learned recently, or that you're coming to learn now. And I feel like this has to do with work. Or remember when I brought up partnership just a little while ago, if this has to do something with work or school, or even corporations, where you are the customer, where you are a consumer, you see this shadow, within these businesses, within these individuals, within these groups, within their systems. There's something about a system, something that's very systematic that you don't agree with. And I think you're breaking the chains of that by simply standing in your truth, speaking on what doesn't feel right to you, what you don't agree with and what you don't align with when it comes to this dynamic. You've seen the shadow within someone or a group of people and you had to shut it down. 10 of Wands. Something you had to let go of. You feel like it cost a lot, but you did it anyway because of self-respect. You did it because of your morals, and now I feel like you'll be rewarded because of that, Seekers.